A lot of the players do this already in their clubs, or they do it by themselves and they go to yoga sessions. So we decided that it's really important to do. It's good for flexibility and mobility. They get very stiff playing any sport, but especially football. So if we can give them some time where we can get experts in and actually show them the movements, loosen them up, keep them flexible, help them keep injury free.
Is there something that might be a regular feature of England camps moving forward?
Yeah, I hope so. In a short meet-up like this, it's tight for time and it's really difficult to juggle the timetable to get sort of pitch-based training as well. But I just think it's really important for recovery, for making them fit for the game on Thursday, and also for their longevity as such. They take that away, they understand why they've got to do it and when, and it helps them in the future.
Marianne, we saw the players were in a number of meetings earlier this morning. Can you tell us what those meetings were about, please?
What we've looked at is getting some work done in the classroom, setting out what we want to achieve from the practical session this afternoon, but giving them an idea of what we're going to be doing and giving them a chance to express how they feel about what we're going to be doing, and sharing the information so they get a good visual and an auditory example of what we're going to be doing, and then they come out and put it into practice this afternoon.
And how important is it to get the players in those smaller groups?
We work in kind of units. We'll work with the goalkeepers and the defenders, the midfielders and the forwards will work together, and then we'll break them into smaller groups when we want them to discuss things. It's really important that every member of the squad feels that they've got the opportunity to speak. And sometimes not just in football, in any kind of big group, some people feel that they don't want to speak or are a little bit wary of speaking in case they say the wrong thing. There's no wrong thing to say, so we try and break them into smaller groups so people get more confident in speaking around the group and sharing their opinion and sharing their thoughts on what they're part of as a player.
And how much is there to do? I mean, you've only had 4 days together, so I can only assume there's quite a bit to fit into those 4 days. Is that difficult at all? It's
a real balance of what we want to achieve with the players and what we want them to take in. So physically, if they're tired, then mentally they'll be tired, so they might not take the information in. So it's a balance of what we can do in the classroom to start dropping the seeds in, and then what we can do out on the grass, which will give them the chance to put what they're thinking into practice.
Lee, it's the day before the game. You had the last session before you left St George's Park yesterday. Were you happy with how things went?
Yeah, we are. We sat down and reviewed it as a staff last night. Very pleased with the girls' application within training. We specifically looked at them working on tactics that we were looking to employ on Thursday, and we tried to cram in as much as we could yesterday, leading on to tonight's session at the ground.
And how much more is there to do, both on and off the pitch, before the game?
On the pitch, obviously we've only got an hour this evening. But off the pitch, we can sit down as we are now, have meetings, have unit meetings, and look forward to the game tomorrow. We've tried to cram in as much as we can as possible. Again, as I said, it's a short week, and it's something that we're learning every day to try and get as much information into the players as possible.
I think it's been another positive week for us. We're trying to improve every time we get together. It's a big process, it's a big operation working with these players, and we've got to make sure we get every single detail as best we can right. And huge credit to the staff we've got. They're a really tight-knit unit. They work incredibly hard. They're very knowledgeable in the areas they're responsible for, and they make sure that when the players cross the white line, they've been given every possible chance to do well. Myself and Lee have known each other for a long time, and Marianne and myself are new to working together, but we've really gelled quickly as a unit, and it's important to have that feel of cohesion on the pitch with the players, but also that feel of team ethic off the field. And all the staff really have come together, and I feel like we're a real well-gelled unit at the moment, and moving forward to help the players perform on the match, which is what we want them to do. And when we put that all together, it adds for a good dimension to the team.